Imagine two people walking into the exact same room. They meet the same strangers, hear the same conversations, and face the same uncertainties. Yet 20 minutes later, one person walks out feeling threatened and humiliated. The other leaves feeling energized, inspired, and deeply connected. Since the physical environment was identical, how is it biologically possible for these two human beings to inhabit completely different realities? This divergence occurs because the brain functions as an active, anticipatory system. It does not wait for the world to happen. It prepares a version of the world and then searches incoming reality for a match. Your experienced reality is a subjective selection of data prepared by your nervous system before you ever step through the door. Your attention acts as a strict gatekeeper, and that gatekeeper quietly takes its instructions from your pre-existing attitudes, deciding exactly which pieces of information deserve entry into your conscious mind. Visual neuroscience experiments show that expecting to see a specific object physically activates patterns in the visual cortex before that object even appears on a screen. This creates a perceptual enclosure. If your nervous system is biased to look for rejection, you will zero in on a delayed text message while failing to notice hundreds of ordinary, quiet acts of loyalty and kindness. If you feel trapped in a miserable life, your brain is functioning as an expert filter, systematically deleting everything from your view except your misery. These enclosures form when a simple initial assumption hardens into an inescapable worldview. This is belief's biological assembly line. Bias creates initial evidence. The brain accepts it, strengthening the belief, which intensifies the original bias. Through selective exposure, the mind seeks only supporting evidence, building a shield protecting yesterday's conclusions from today's facts. Over a century ago, pioneers of psychology like William James recognized that human beings hold the power to alter their lives by altering their attitudes. A subjective interpretation of a past event eventually stops being a passing thought. It becomes the default lens through which you encounter every new experience, making a different world impossible to see. We carry these past interpretations, treating memory as a sealed, unchangeable archive of permanent facts. Science reveals a different process: memory reconsolidation. Retrieved memories become temporarily fluid and open to modification before storage. This window lets your nervous system combine painful memories with new information, like the strength, knowledge, and boundaries you possess today. Cognitive completeness places the reality of past danger directly beside your present capacity to handle it. By revising your interpretation in the present moment, you are updating the biological and emotional impact of your own past. With a filtered present and fluid past, we see how the brain physically prepares for tomorrow. The engine driving this is neuroplasticity. This is the nervous system's method of taking conscious effort and wiring it into automatic availability. Your mind is always practicing a specific state of being. Worry is practice, resentment is practice, courage is practice. Even the grammatical form of your inner speech matters. The words you use to describe your life regulate your autonomic arousal and your physical readiness for future events. Temporary emotional pain or anger should never be given the authority to design the physical architecture of your future mind. Constructive self-affirmation avoids the brittle trap of predicting total comfort or perfection. A strong affirmation declares your adaptive capacity, the promise that no matter what happens, you will continue learning how to respond. Through these repeated, deliberate interpretations, you are teaching your nervous system what your life actually means. This framework of intentional cognitive evolution is anchored in the work of Bryant McGill. Your future does not simply happen to you. Because of your biology, a new future must be purposefully imagined before it can ever be inhabited.